Is coffee actually good for your heart health? Or is it a dangerous habit you're better off quitting? Imagine sipping your morning brew, thinking it might be harming your most vital organ. But what if I told you that new research is suggesting the opposite? Some studies are even saying coffee might be protecting your heart. Intrigued? Well, you're not alone. Millions of coffee drinkers around the world are now questioning what they thought they knew about their favorite beverage. In this video, we dive deep into 3 groundbreaking studies that reveal surprising insights into how coffee impacts your heart. Could your daily cup actually be a secret ally for your cardiovascular health? Stick around to find out. Now, let's start with a little background. For years, coffee has been in the spotlight for both good and bad reasons. On one hand, we've heard about its benefits, like boosting energy and improving focus. But on the other hand, we've heard concerns that it can raise blood pressure and increase heart disease risk. The big question remains, can coffee actually be good for your heart? Or is it time to say goodbye to that daily cup? Study number 1 is a game changer. Researchers from the American Heart Association published a study showing that moderate coffee consumption, around 3 to 5 cups a day, does not increase the risk of heart disease. In fact, it may actually reduce the risk of developing heart failure. Yes, you heard that right. Coffee might be protecting your heart. They found that the antioxidants in coffee can help lower inflammation and improve blood vessel function, both of which are key for maintaining a healthy heart. But hold up, before you start brewing up your 5th cup of espresso, there's a catch. Not all coffee is created equal, and too much of the wrong kind could lead to issues like increased blood pressure. So, it's about finding that sweet spot. Study number 2, coffee and blood pressure. Which brings us to our second study. Researchers from Harvard University explored the connection between coffee and blood pressure. And guess what? They found that while coffee can cause a short-term spike in blood pressure, regular drinkers seem to build a tolerance to these effects over time. That means if you're someone who's been drinking coffee for years, it may not actually have a significant long-term effect on your blood pressure. However, for those who are sensitive to caffeine, the study also warned that it's important to monitor your intake. So if you're feeling jittery or noticing your heart rate speeding up, it might be time to reassess how much you're drinking. Study number 3, coffee and longevity. Now let's talk about longevity. In a third study, researchers from University of Southern California found that coffee drinkers tend to live longer, with a lower risk of dying from heart disease. This study included over 500,000 participants and showed that coffee drinkers had a reduced risk of both stroke and heart disease. It seems that coffee's mix of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory properties, and blood sugar regulation benefits could play a significant role in boosting lifespan. Now, that doesn't mean coffee is a magic elixir, but it does suggest that moderate coffee consumption could play a key role in a long, healthy life. Key takeaways. So, after diving into all these studies, here's what we can conclude. Coffee, in moderation, seems to have some heart health benefits. It can reduce inflammation, improve blood vessel function, and even lower the risk of heart disease when consumed in the right amounts. However, like with everything in life, balance is key. Too much coffee, or drinking it at the wrong time, could still lead to negative effects like a spike in blood pressure or sleep disruption. So, should you keep drinking coffee? Absolutely. But just be mindful of how much you're drinking and how it affects your body. That's all for today's deep dive into coffee and heart health. What do you think? Are you ready to embrace your morning cup, or are you cutting back? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive like this. Until next time, keep sipping responsibly.